Boy, oh boy, are we late. Hi everyone.
Just a little.
It's gonna be worth it. Just a little bit, just a hot minute. It's all good. Thank you so much for your patience. But hot diggity damn is about to be a ridiculously good time because of what happened last episode. We have a lot.
Nothing happened last episode.
What happened, Jacob?
No.
Sand is fun. Anyway, so welcome everyone. My name is Jacob Plick, Duval Jacob on the internet. I'm the dungeon master of this fine show that I haven't said yet because I don't want to spoil the thing that we always do, which is yeah, Jax, did you forget because you weren't here last time? Do you remember how to do this and stuff?
I do remember how to do this. It's pretty great. I wasn't here last time, and really good to see all y'all today. Thanks for being here. Check us out on Twitter, on Instagram. Also check out SoNerdwear.com. It's what the nerds wear.
And call your mother.
And call your mother. And
call your mom.
Episode 61 of Duval Dragons is right here.
I'll call your mom.
In your I almost said something really bad.
In your buttholes.
yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Appreciate
actually. It. But like, anyway, it don't fucking matter, as my friend Brooks would say. Which if you don't know is also an NPC in this wonderful game. So we're here, episode 61, Duval Dragons. Lot to talk about and unpack. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. But I am not here by myself, my friends. No. We're going to start with somebody that owes everyone an explanation because they're here, they're queer, and god damn it, we fucking love them. Ain't that right, Jess?
Oh, hi. Yeah, it me. Hi, guys, gals, non-binary pals, and buttholes. It me. I'm Jess from Freckle Sketches Everywhere. I am a resident fantasy cartographer, and I am also tonight's leader. Our paladin, one of two paladins. Zakria Arashi, Fire Dynasty, Oath of the Ancients paladin, party mom, fire badass. You know the drill. And we're going to pass it along to our other paladin, Jay.
Oh, hi, damn me. Hi, I'm Jay. I use she, her pronouns. I am playing Rune, the Goliath paladin, who don't know what's happening. I took a walk because things are happening, and then another thing happened, and now I'm scared.
Oh, that's right. We're in battle. We're starting a battle.
Let me see my wife, man.
Where are my dice?
But yeah. So while I'm going through that, let's just go ahead and pass on to like Chris. Like, what's up? Like, how you doing, boo?
Oh no.
I think I'm doing fine, guys. I'm Chris. I'm playing Satur Thunderfinder, our half-orc barbarian, the dad of the family, maybe.
There's no maybe about that.
Okay. With that, I'm just kind of wondering what's going on because I was kind of wondering and asking everyone what's going on with everyone's during the travel and wondering what's happening with Sven. But and the idea of maybe finding that Petitfling then while we're moving along. So let's talk with Maddie and find out what he thinks about our lovely adventure.
What? I don't think ever. Hi, I'm Maddie, aka So Many Games. I use he, him pronouns, and I overthink everything, actually. So there it is. But you know who doesn't overthink anything? That's Rilo Rumblebelly. That's right. He's just a dumbass. A dumbass with a big ass heart and a little tiny body.
But he's lovable.
With long hair now.
With really overgrown hair. Because we had a time gap for the first time in our entire campaign. I've been waiting to pull this stupid wig out for funsies, and here it is.
Incredible. Amazing.
Apparently, I need a haircut every day.
Whatever. It's all good.
It's a thing.
Because, we spent literally a year and one day in the game had passed. So, hey, It's how I like to do things. It's good. It's good. Anyway,
The longer
yeah.
fits you.
so
Yes.
Jake,
Hey, so two things. One, you should go to certainnowhere.com and buy a bunch of merchandise. Specifically,
it's the last day of the hoodie sale.
yeah, like I wanted to buy a new hoodie to go to San Francisco with, but I realized that it wouldn't get here on time. However, it didn't stop me from ordering it, so I'm still gonna get it. And because there's diamonds on it, because Duval
Bling,
Dragons and
bling.
diamonds go the fucking same way, baby. They're both pan-romantic. No, so that's one thing. So go to the merch store, buy a bunch of things. And secondly, typically I would do a recap, but I'm not going to do a recap today.
Uh-oh.
Not at all, actually, because I want someone to tell me what happened from their perspective.
Oh shit.
And from their perspective, I mean, because their character was sleeping. So Jess, I'm curious, from your perspective, what happened last episode?
Oh God. Okay, hang on. Okay, so let's see. So we went from Okeechobee to the woods of Chihawk, southwest.
On the way.
Rune checked in on Cog. Let's see. Cog's house shockingly neat. There was a piece of paper that talked to Rune that feels like skin. Ew, gross. Hate that. There's notably no staff in there. Place was fucking weird. Really weird. Really strange. Let's see.
Oh, Ryla was there.
Ryla was also there.
He did.
Sator went to find temples. Wasn't finding a lot in the way of like faith in Okeechobee, but found Azent and had a nice long conversation with Azent about faith and what he may be looking for. Left that pretty open-ended. I'm very curious to see where that goes. Leaves are disappearing in the woods. We checked in on the safe. We fucked around and found out with the time key for a little bit, really pissing off Kipiol, it seems, which I don't fucking like that, Jacob. I'm gonna bring that up right now real quick, that I don't fucking like that she went green for a quick flash. Kipiol,
Yes.
for y'all who don't know, is our Silver Dragon current friend, former enemy, maybe possibly future enemy. We don't fucking know.
Mm-hmm.
It was because of a wish spell that changed, and anybody can wish anything different at any fucking time. So that's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Then let's see.
Yeah, and your reaction in real time was real.
Yeah, I didn't like that. No, sir. Return to sender, unsubscribe.
Yep.
Let's see. So we had a long conversation with Kipiol about her children. She had 369, haha, nice children.
Yep.
Minus the 2 hatched ones.
Mm-hmm.
Sator was the one fucking around with the key before Kipiol
Hatched
decided
and
after she didn't like it. Left. She said, contact me when we're doing this thing. And she fucked off. We had a long conversation. Zakria was fast asleep. It's been an emotional time, okay? There was a long conversation had around the fire about the nature probably of this key, about what to expect in the woods. We also had a long conversation about Azias, who revealed to us that they're not from our time. Azias is well from the past, even though their mother is from the future. Azias isn't even their real name. They can't tell us anything because it stands to fuck with things timey-wimey wise. At least that's my guess. It's not been explicitly stated. Azias is here to help and save us. They're really distraught about being unable to say anything to us, and that only served to further distress Rune, who ended up taking a nice long walk. A walk in close-ish proximity, but not close enough, as Rune seems to be by herself with some stranger just on the outskirts of camp, who kind of gives some mildly threatening, sort of charming vibes, but that might just be Jacob reading through the character, I don't know. So, Rune is out there, possibly calling to friends. Maybe we hear, maybe we don't. That's where probably Jacob's going to be picking up, I'm assuming, because Rune freezes after trying to sneak and grab her quarterstaff. And that's where the cliffhanger ended.
Indeed. An incredible recap. Take 2 points of inspiration. One for you and one to give to somebody else. You do not have to decide who that's going to be right now. You can choose at any time who that's going to be for. Kind of like a hero point in Pathfinder a little bit. Yeah, very spicy. We love a good spice in the house.
I love that.
So yes. Well, also, one thing to add to that was Rune did call out to the rest of all of you wonderful people, which helped to create the tense moment in which this, whoever they are, after Rune was seen grabbing a hold of their quarterstaff, and they said, "Oh, let me help you with that." And then after just a moment, Rune's muscles began to freeze up. We're going to pick up quite literally right there with Rilo and Satir's reaction. Just seemingly just outside of earshot barely initially, until it was called out to you. About a sand dune and a half to the north, stands what appears to be, at least in this moment in time, you see Rune, who has a hand to, but is the quarterstaff to your back?
It is to my
side.
Yeah, it would have been to my side.
To your side, and as you see that she was reaching, and then is seemingly held there, frozen for a moment. And with
what was said? I don't remember what was said. What would you have yelled out?
I believe you just called out their names.
I was just trying to get your attention to look in my direction.
Okay.
Right. And you just see, as both of you see, some of was with you as well. You see Rune reach for the quarterstaff and freeze about not too far, 40 feet in front of you.
Oh, that's it.
With a little bit of a downward slope towards this next sand dune that seems to kind of veer up. So, given that aspect, Sakria. Your eyes flicker open in a panic as you hear, just as well as Satir and Rilo, this, I don't know if it's going to go so far as to say a panicked call out or so, but something is amiss, and this is a bit of an odd situation, because last time you were in the situation was the time you met Sam and Gus. So I'd like, now that Zakria is awake, for all three of you, not named Rune, to utilize this round of the situation to tell me, what are you doing? Because you only see that Rune is 40 feet in front of you, frozen and not moving.
Is it obvious that she's frozen, or does it, from the distance, does it just look like she's paused?
It's the worst yoga pose of all time. It does not look natural.
Okay.
Like when she called out to you, you saw her reach for her staff, and you heard like a whisper on the wind, and then she stopped moving.
The clockwork sounds are getting quite audible
Sure.
as the little hairs on my neck underneath all this bullshit stand up.
Sure.
And I cast a spell magic.
I sprint towards Rune.
Okay. Zakarian, what about you?
She's going to stick a hand in the sand beneath her and see if she can divine sense detect good and evil.
Oh, that's interesting. Fey, Fiend, Undead?
Correct.
Is that
Or
right?
anything affected by the Hallow spell. It's
Hallow
celestial
spell.
fiend undead, not Fey.
Yeah, not Fey, but celestial. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, got it. Interesting. So, none of that spell magic. Go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
Yep. Oh, in the box. That's a crit.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. So,
I don't like it.
that's super valid. So, to use a phrase from one of the best GMs of all time, Jason Carl, a few things happen at once. Rune, you seemingly flexing out of whatever the effect that was inhibiting you. As you see Satir running, almost sliding down the sand dune, you see Rylo's hand outstretched towards you. Zakari, what were you doing again?
Lay on hand. Not lay on
That's
hand.
right.
Divine sense.
Yes. There's I gotta do a little bit of double checking. Okay. And as I'm looking this up, Rune, you hear behind you, it seems reinforcements are on the way. Good. That's really good. And then you just hear, oh, that's not who I was expecting.
Oh no.
That's who you're with? Oh, this just got really exciting. Really, really exciting. In a way that I don't know if I can really quantify to you.
As they're talking, as they're talking, I don't know what this thing is.
Yeah.
I am going to try to. I don't want to give anything away, so I'm just going to kind of still remain stoic. But as I feel my body like unfreeze, I am going to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Sure. Absolutely. +2 to AC, right?
Yes.
What does your Shield of Faith look like?
It is actually, you know what? I think I just had it because I'm a different character, so she has different things.
Fair enough.
I miss my girl. But she does have. Come on. Okay, yeah, no, sorry. So yeah, mine is like you're just gonna see like the tattoos that are on her body just start to like start to glow, like
Ooh, cool.
and it almost looks like her body it gets encased in a like stone, like it looks like her body gets harder,
Mm-hmm.
and then it kind of just like releases itself.
Okay. Very cool. So as you begin to, oops, a little too loud. As you begin to conjure that, and that Shield of Faith begins to surround you, oh, I guess eventful is where we're going to go then. And Satira, as you actually really fast, Zakaria,
Oh.
it's 60 feet, I believe, is the range on that, right?
I believe so.
Okay. You begin to detect a fiendish presence,
Oh.
Mm-mm.
but it's not. It's like like when you walk into a locker room and you smell that like off scent, and then like somebody like leaves or puts like deodorant like spray in the air. It's a little like fiery, and then it's gone.
It's like being masked actively.
Something, yeah, something's a little off, it's a little strange about it. And check one thing. Oh yeah, there we go. So from about 30 feet behind Rune, you all begin to see this moat of electrical energy begin to emanate from the middle of what appears to be the Jesus, sorry.
Whoa.
I forgot to turn down the volume on all these things when I did stuff earlier. Un minuto. Jeez. Anyway. Oh, that wasn't too bad. So, as this blue electrical energy begins to just sizzle around this strange, like the bottom like portion of this sliding down sand dune, as bolts of lightning begin to emanate from the ether, and I need Rune and Satir, as well as actually no, just Rune and Satir, to make dexterity saving throws.
Do I see it coming?
I.e. your danger sense, yeah.
Okay.
So
Which gives
that
you
was
advantage, I believe.
so that was a 22 on the save.
Oh, that's success.
And dexterity saving throw. So 16.
16 is not enough. So,
All lightning damage?
yeah.
There it is.
Okay.
Perfect.
Do you have immunity to lightning?
I do.
Nice.
But they don't know that. Which is funny because this is a big spell. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. 3 more times. 6.
Oh, sorry. Let me hit punch.
11, 14, 16, 16. This is 24, 23, 28. All right. As you both would. Well, hold on. Satir, you are, I can't remember if you were immune or resistant of lightning damage.
So I'm resistant due to my feet or due to my stipe, but because of the belt, I'm immune.
Yes, you are. So, and then you take half, which brings us down to 16 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
As these 2 bolts of lightning emanate from seemingly nothing, and then you're able to as Satir, you just absorb all of this, and your focus begins to look at these 2 sets of footsteps that are just on the sand that are now moving away from Rune, now maneuvering about 60 feet to the west. So now we're gonna roll some initiative.
Right there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, Jacob.
Yeah.
So we just see the footprints in the sand. But do we actually see the thing that's making them?
Nope.
Okay.
Just the
So
footprints. That's it.
Should we have roll 20 up, Jacob?
What's up?
Should we have roll 20 up?
Not currently. That'll depend on
Okay.
what you do next.
Okay.
Theater of the mind time.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
25 to 20?
All right. Sorry.
You're allowed to be sorry.
Puppy fell asleep. So,
Oh, that's good. That's okay. He deserves rest.
Yes.
okay. I got my initiative. Go ahead.
All right. 25 to 20?
Uh-oh.
Okay. Good to know.
No, it isn't. Shut up.
Not having
15 through 20?
19.
15.
Okay. 10 through 15?
13.
10.
All right.
That's a really high initiative for Zakria.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I gotta roll a
Never
couple
happens.
others. Oh, geez. Sam and Gus, wake up, buddies. Um,
Oh god, the NPC madness that's gonna go on Jacob's side is gonna be real fun. Sam, Gus, Azias,
and is it?
Anazent, enemy,
And bad guy. Yep.
and maybe more bad guy. We don't know.
What? Anyway, so speaking of them, that's first. And as their turn flies off first. And there's another like whisper on the wind there of some sort of words, verbiage. But Rune, you hear, oh, you're with the Peacekeepers? Big fan. Very big fan. And there's another moat in the air, but instead of one of electricity, there's one of this dark red energy that then, and there's this piercing sound that collides right in the middle of, you guys were on the cart, correct?
I wasn't at this point. I would have been
You
Whatever.
wouldn't. Right.
So we're
80
running
feet away.
forward.
Yeah, you were running forward and towards.
Were we making camp? Because Rin was walking around camp.
Yeah,
so-
we were making camp.
You were about to make camp.
Yeah.
we
Zakria
had
was
to-
us
But
on the
let me
ground.
just double check the distance really fast. Okay, yeah. So you are out of range, but everybody else, so actually in the I gotta roll on dexterity saving throws. Zakria and Rilo, I need a dexterity saving throw, please.
Add a +4 to you, Ryla. And a +4 to Sam, Gus, Azias, and Azent. If they're within 10 feet of me.
Great. Which I think they all are.
You said Dex?
I did.
Sorry.
I'm going to use my inspiration.
That's a 27.
I'm glad I did
That's
that.
Definitely a success. Where did that go? Damn it. 1 second. I lost a D6, so I gotta get another one. There we go. Okay.
At this point, would I have heard anything, being that with the sprint that I did?
Yeah, you would have heard that entire conversation for sure. 7, 8,
Do I recognize the voice?
11. Make a history check. 15. 16,
History 13.
16, 23.
Okay.
28. 29. All right. Let me write this down really fast. What was your dexterity save, Zachariah?
24.
Ooh, that definitely succeeds. And what was the bonus for Paladin Life?
+4 on saves.
Ooh, all right. Ooh. And actually, it would have been another +2 from Azent, but it doesn't matter because everyone, ironically, besides Azent, saves. You would normally have taken 29 points of fire damage, knocked down to 14, as a mote of fire pierces through the air and detonates right in the middle of the cart. The cart is completely torn asunder, is just charred wood and awfulness. Goodbye, cart. Rest in peace.
But that's 7 for Zakri and I. It was fire resistance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As the tour has, like, are we close enough to each other now because they sprint? Okay.
You're within 10 feet of each other.
Okay. I'm going to book it the rest. I'm going to close the distance between us.
Okay. Well, ironically, it's your turn, so great.
So
Really
here's my
quick.
movement.
I'm sorry, really quick. May
Yeah.
I reaction Hellish Rebuke?
Doesn't it require you to have a target that you can see?
I
let me
believe so.
see. Point your finger at a figure. Yep, I can't see him.
Okay. But a great idea. Rune, as you were.
And I'm going to close. I'm going to use about. Oh, I keep closing out of my own character sheet. That's really dumb.
Be nicer to yourself, please.
Yes.
I am.
You're not dumb. You're real smart. You're just panicking because I'm trying to kill you.
Yeah, fair. I'm gonna close. Yeah, I'm gonna close the rest of the distance between me and Satur. Does that be 10?
Cool. Sure.
And just look at him and go, I don't know what the hell is going on, but apparently whoever it is knows who we are. And that doesn't seem to be looking good for us.
Okay. Anything else that we're gonna?
Rest of your turn. Unless you want to respond to that, go for it.
They chose violence. Violence they get.
And like, because we saw the footprints, they were moving away from us or they were moving towards us.
Away from you specifically.
Oh, no, I don't have. That won't work, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Yeah, there's not much I can do if they're moving away from us. Yeah, seeing the cart blow up, I'm going to try to make my way back to where I know Zakria and Rilo were.
Okay. Really fast, Rilo, make an Arcana check for me.
Wow. Okay. That was a natural 19 on the die. So that's
Dude, you are
25.
on
No,
fire, literally.
25.
Maddie probably thinks this is probably obvious, but Rilo may not. So, this is likely a pretty high-level spellcaster. Probably invisible throughout this exchange, whatever that information means to you, confirmation-wise.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rune, anything else? All right. Let's see who
No.
is next.
Sorry, my
Marlo, you're up.
Oh,
Great
boy.
time.
Okay. Okay.
Just as a reminder, you're standing in a smoldering, fiery flash of a cart.
In the cart? I'm not in the cart. We were like making camp, so.
Yeah. Well,
But near the cart, right?
correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd be rolling away from that.
Sure.
And I. I will. Fuck. Wait. Oh no.
Decisions.
Okay. This is it. Okay. So, I'm going to use with that knowledge of someone being invisible, a spell like a high-level spellcaster probably be invisible around me. I'm going to use a sorcery point to subtle cast greater invisibility.
Okay.
And
You disappear.
I disappear. Leaves me with a bonus action. And all of my healing lights were used up, so that's cool. So I can't really do anything. Except I will spend I will spend I will spend a first level spell slot to regain that sorcery point.
Sorcery shenanigans. We love that.
I love.
What is that? Because I don't think you've done that actually. What does that look like when Rilo does that?
So that would be like, it would be like, kind of flickering my hands up to like begin the casting of a spell, but then start to reverse the movements, and you see like kind of like the clockwork machinations that kind of pop up when I do that start to move backwards in time, and
Cool.
that like converts into this this bit of mana, like stardust that kind of swirls around and absorbs into me.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Very cool. All right. Anything else?
Yes, I will. I will dart off about I'll stay near Azent.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna have Pepper fly over to where Rune was.
Okay.
To check out that scene.
Okay. Got it. Looking for anything in particular?
Just to see if there was a really like looking for any footprints in the sand or anything that
There,
weren't?
yeah, you see a clear trail.
Okay. Does it stop? Like, so there's someone standing. You know, like you can kind of tell there's someone standing there essentially.
Good assumption. Yeah.
Cause all right, I think that's all I can do right now. But
All right.
that is
Not a bad turn, yo.
is there any chance that that Pepper could do like a scent perception roll?
Sure.
Okay. Because she does have the keen senses when it comes to scent.
Yeah.
So, wow, fuck, these dice are gonna murder me tomorrow. I have a feeling. Because that's a natural 17, so a dirty 20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. There is this like scent of like brimstone
Okay.
that's picked up on the air by Pepper, as well as a fine perfume of weirdly an aspect of lime.
Oh my god. Oh, this is so funny. Oh my god. Okay. So it's the devil from K-Dub. Cool. I don't know. That's all that's going through my brain right now.
Who knows? You might
Yeah.
be fucking. You might be hitting a home run. Who
I
knows?
don't know. All right, that's my turn. That's my turn.
Okay, Zakaria, it's you.
Dope.
A winner, it's you.
Oop, it me. I'm a winner. So with my divine sense up, I know the location of a creature that's not behind total cover. Is it behind anything? Sweet. I'm going to pinpoint its location for everybody else with a moonbeam at level 2.
That's awesome. On this one, it's not a save, right? It's until it's your turn, right? Until their turn.
It is a Constitution saving throw, and it takes 2d10
so it's
radiant
for the
damage
first
on
time.
a
Okay.
failed save.
On a turn or starts this. So, a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there. So now, cool. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. So that is a 19.
19 saves.
Okay. So half.
4 damage. But y'all know its exact location because it's a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder. So Zakria gets up from her prone position because she did not get up. As she's getting up, she's gonna pick up some of the burning cart and run it through her hair, so she's got like coal smeared over the front of her face.
Fucking awesome.
She's
Yeah.
gonna pull her halberd out from behind her back because she sleeps with it. Of course she does.
Of course she does.
And jam it into the sand. And the moment that the halberd hits the sand, the beam of moonlight just slams against this entity.
Fuck yeah. Amazing. Welcome fucking back, Jess. Amazing. Right. Great. Anything else?
That's my. Actually, let me see if I had any bonus action things. Oh, I can. Yeah, sure. Let's do it. I'm gonna spend all of my movement walking toward the creature. How close can I? I have a 30-foot walking speed. How far was I from it?
From the moonbeam, you're 10 feet away.
Oh, sweet. So I'm gonna walk all the way up to him.
No. After using that 30 feet, you're 10 feet away from the steps
okay.
from the moonbeam.
That's really dope. Since I cast a spell, I have bonus action polearm master. I'm gonna whack it with the back end of the polearm. Just
Cool.
stab it immediately into them.
Sure. That's at disadvantage.
Sure is. $13 to hit.
Nope. Just poke air.
Zakria,
It's-
Flame Heron is just going to grin. Good morning. What can we do for you? That's her turn.
There's an immediate response. Oh, you're doing more than you ever could. This is more than I ever hoped for today. Satyr, you're up. Oh, no, actually, really fast. This entity is going to utilize a legendary action. As Zakria and Satyr and Rune, beneath your feet, the sand begins to just remove itself seemingly from your boots and then twirl around. And I need everyone, all three of you, to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Add +4, please. Because I'm near you. And then I think since Rune is also a paladin, she gives bonuses.
Certainly.
Would I be able to danger sense that?
Yeah. In this case, you wouldn't see it coming, so no.
Okay.
Wait, you said dexterity save?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, you get a +1 from Rune also.
So that's an 11. Did you say add +4?
+4
Yeah.
from me, +1 from Rune.
And +3 from Azent.
Is Azent close enough by?
Within 30 feet, yeah.
Okay.
So that's 7 for us. So that'll put me at
Math.
right math.
That's like 27 for me.
25
Yeah.
for Zakria.
Interesting.
Oh god, that's 18 for me.
Okay. Nothing happens. You just see this, like almost like you're inside a quicksand as this layer of sand begins to spin around your boots, and as it like emanates, and then you just hop out of the way, and you just hear, and all of you hear this too. Oh, I'll keep that in mind. Now, Satyr, it's your turn.
Have I heard any other words or verbiage on the air besides the one?
No. That's it. That's all you heard.
Okay. Oh, what do I want to do? So the moonbeam is still on, right? As far as we know, it's in that spot.
Yep.
How far away am I from the moonbeam?
If you used your entire movement previously, but right before initiative, 10 feet away.
Okay. I will. Well, let's see. So I will with the. All right. Let me describe what I want to do, and you tell me what I
Sure.
need to do. So I would like to try and take a running tackle.
Oh,
Try and
that's interesting.
tackle the thing, whatever it is in the moonbeam.
Tackle the something in the moonbeam. Okay.
Yep. And pin is what I'm going for.
Okay.
And then if fail, then it will be a strike. If I have because I have 2 attacks, right? So
Okay.
if
Yep.
that's possible, if not,
It
then it'll just
certainly
be the
is.
tackle.
You can certainly try.
Alright.
Are you raging?
Yeah.
Okay. So this will be a strength check at advantage. As you actually, first of all, you need to attack first, actually. Sorry. So go ahead and roll an attack at disadvantage for me.
Okay. With mark off my rage first. So
Sure.
rage. Could I use a reckless attack for the
Sure. Yeah.
for the
That
tackle?
sounds fun.
Yeah. All right.
Reckless tackle sounds fun. Sounds barbarian. Let's go.
So that negates the disadvantage.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So that would just be a straight up attack roll.
Yep.
All right. So would it adding my strength to it? For the attack.
Yeah, just a regular attack roll.
Oh, well, that's what. Yeah, so I'm asking. Do I
So I'm sorry. Like, yeah, yes.
Okay, so that would be dice here. That would be a 21.
A 21. As you like Wolverine, like toss yourself into this moonbeam, you just hear, not so fast. And boom, you tackle this blue arcane barrier of a shield, very much smaller than the large one that is living in Okeechobee. As you just like on glass, you just that's your first attack.
I know where you are, and I swing with Mary.
Go for it.
For a 22.
22. That will hit.
Nice. So, not critical though, which makes me sad, but that's okay. All right. So Mary does. Let's see. It's 2d12. That would be 20 points of regular damage, then 10 damage and lightning or thunder, excuse me. And
Sure.
then because of course I'm raging and no, the lightning doesn't hit till next round. So that is it.
Amazing. So you rush in, crashing through this arcane barrier, and you see, and all of you see this as well that are close by, this gout of blood just out as whatever this entity, whoever this is, screams out, and then it's followed with a bit of laughter. Mr. Thunderfinder, wonderful, an amazing job. This is fun. I'm so glad I came here today. So glad. So that's your action.
Action, bonus action, movement. Right up in the guy's grill. So
You
I have nothing else to do.
Are. But not too bad. Now it's Azias' turn. Azias is in the midst of all of this, covered in like soot and sadness, lots of emotions happening right now. And anyone that's looking at him, you see him, he has this like hand outstretched already, as if like already casted something, but there's like this like level of like expectation of like something happening, and then he just kind of looks at his hand, or they look at their hand, and they're just like, no, not yet, and kind of just closes it, and then looks to you, Satir, and sort of takes out this like mandolin, and you kind of hear this like quick like ditty, and you feel inspired. You have a D10 inspiration dice next turn.
Nice.
And for narrative purposes, Azias is holding an action for something. Azent, on the other hand, is going to charge forward and
There we go.
check.
What's
up?
If Azent makes an attack against the invisible person and has disadvantage, I want to restore balance and cancel out the disadvantage if that happens.
That is not what exactly is in head and mind.
Okay, all right.
So seeing Satir in his element, you just hear behind you, Satir, I have no idea what's going on, but perhaps speeding things up will be helpful.
Oh,
And-
hot.
Thank you, Maddie, for your reaction. And she actually raises a hand towards you, and this adrenaline begins to fuel you as you begin to glow, your muscles tensing up as the Zent casts haste on you.
4 attacks.
Semigus. And they just go, well, shit, that was what we were going to do. And then, Zakaria, you also feel that same adrenaline as Semigus casts haste on you. And, this is exciting. You were all... Shame, though. Because I think I've done... I've found all I needed to. And you see in the air... Actually, first of all, they need to roll another con save, because it's now their turn for Moonbeam.
Sure is.
Ooh. That is a 17.
That meets it.
Meets it. All right. So half damage of whatever the 2d10 comes to.
Oh, 13.
Ooh, 13. So down to 6. All right. Okay. They still are fine. And you see a very familiar shape that emanates kind of right behind the moonbeam as you see these 2 sets of footsteps step backwards from the moonbeam. And then a familiar spectral purple door begins to emanate from behind it.
Attack of opportunity?
Sure.
I can't actually see them casting the spell, so I can't counter it. So,
No.
No.
Is that is a disadvantage?
oh, I'll cancel out the disadvantage.
What'd you do?
I'll cancel out his disadvantage.
Oh yeah, sure.
I appreciate it. It didn't matter though, because they're both 17s on the dice.
Oh,
Hey.
So
Ah,
I love when
Look at that.
That would make it a 29 to hit.
Nice.
that definitely fucking hits.
Booyah. Let's go, party dad.
All right. So 2d12. Damn, that's 24 on the 12.
24.
Max
Nice.
die.
Holy
37.
shit! As
And
you, yeah, go for it.
And
Come
then
on.
the thunder hits for let's see, that's 8.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, hold on.
The dice like
Okay.
me sometimes.
They're fine. So that gout, another mysterious gout of blood in the air, as whatever this is screams out. "Ah." Amazing. You were all quite worthy of my time. So allow me to give you something. As that door, almost flickers for just a moment. And on the sand, you hear as these 2 long cylindrical, almost the consistency of bracelets, but larger, about right here, just appear on the sand. The king says hello. Flaps out of existence. And they're gone.
Not enough to break concentration. That sucks.
You were very, very close, if that helps.
Oh fuck! Zakria could have gotten a reaction as well. I have Sentinel and Reach. Oh well, we're here now.
We're here now.
We're here now.
As speaking of adrenaline, a couple of folks hasted. Oh, you're about to do something rude. Incredible. As you sort of take in the scene for a second, all you're left with is blood in the sand in these two large golden bracers. And the exploded cart.
I'm gonna I'm gonna have Pepper immediately fly down to the bracers and take a look at them. Just kind of
Sure.
and I'll kind of
like
for a moment just kind of zone into her eyes so I can just see what she's seeing.
Sure. As you begin to take a look at these, make an investigation check.
Okay, investigation. I'm so good at these. Let's see. Oh, well, that's a 16.
So as Pepper through Pepper, I should say, takes a look at these bracers. It's really clear that it's like gold in color, but they are made of a really like hard, like almost mithril consistency. They are covered in runes, and you see these 3 flashing multicolored bands of them, of tiny gemstones.
Oh. I would like to as this is happening, I'm kind of crouched down near a Zent. Oh no, Zent ran up, so I'm kind of crouched down there by myself, actually. I want to.
As you're focusing on that, Satir, and actually everyone else sees this. Satir, who is typically surrounded by some essence of lightning or thunder, there is a loud thoom from where Satir is standing. That damage that you nullified, I believe it was, I forgot to write it down actually. I think it was 29 points of lightning, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
Could be wrong.
Did he save? Does it count if he saved? So would you half it if he saved still?
Not in this case.
Okay.
Typically you are immune. In this case, that this loud thoom happens, and that electrical energy pulses through you, and you feel like your skin begin to like flake off. You take that damage anyway.
Damn. But I'm raging, so it'd be halved, wouldn't it?
Yes, that is true.
Okay, so 14.
Actually, no. Never mind.
No?
It's not. No.
I imagine because it's a product of the rage. So. But that's just...
Your damage resistance in this case is nullified completely.
Oh shoot.
So,
Um,
and for the sake of like brevity, like obviously like haste ends and like you guys would have been like stunned for like a round, but like we'll skip ahead of that
Yeah.
would you
narratively anyway.
with my connection like to Pepper and how like um would would you allow me to cast detect magic through Pepper?
I would,
Okay.
but just to add some seasoning on the pepper, so to speak. Bad
Yeah.
pun.
Good pun.
That Thume happens,
Uh-huh.
and just instinctually, like you, like just like a lightning strike that's right behind you.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
You instinctually see it, right? And only Pepper, and you catch this specifically because of your connection.
Uh-huh.
That Thume sizzles and connects directly to the bracers.
Oh shit. Okay.
You absolutely can detect magic if you would like.
Yeah. Well, so um so like holding on to the staff of the mage,
Uh-huh.
I start um and I'm perceiving, but I'm still perceiving through Pepper's eyes. So I'm kind of like start kind of like doing those little verbal chants, and of course they're coming out in Pepper's mouth.
Sure.
As I'm like voice of the root, or
Are you ritually casting it?
No, I'm casting it from the staff
Okay,
of the mage.
straight up. All right, cool.
Yeah, and but it's still got that verbal and somatic component, and it would literally look like you'd see Pepper kind of standing over the bracers, and Pepper's arms are making the movements, and the voice is coming out of her mouth, and
Okay.
you see her eyes begin to kind of glow a bit as she gets that visage.
Okay.
What kind of magic am I saying?
You're beginning to see a glow of red and blue sort of like emanating from it, as well as a hint of purple. You gather abjuration, evocation, and enchantment.
And I will do a quick scan around where the battle happened there.
Sure.
Is there anything? Would I see anything else that like I shouldn't see or I wouldn't normally pick up?
Make another perception check.
After the throom happened, Sator would have fallen back, right? The impact of it blew him back a little bit.
Sure.
18.
18. You look around, and there isn't like an immediate sort of like focus. You're looking at hills upon hills of sand dunes.
Uh-huh.
But sand typically, unless picked up by the wind, doesn't move by itself. And off about 20 feet to your left, you see just barely another 3 sets of footsteps,
Uh-huh.
and then is all you hear. And they stop moving. No more footsteps.
Um,
Actually, I'm sorry. I said four footsteps.
Four sets of footsteps.
Yep.
Pepper's going to fly right at that spot.
Okay.
And
And-
barreling.
And it's in a circle.
Okay. Barreling towards a set of the footprints.
Okay.
And if there's anything there, she will fly into it. But she's essentially
Sure.
just checking it out.
Yeah. There is a odd scent of garlic.
Oh.
In the immediate air
and
nearby
immediately-
this area.
But she doesn't fly into anything. Okay. And was there any magic detected there?
Oh yeah. No doubt about it.
Am I picking up
This one's a little
conjuration?
different.
Oh, interesting.
Oh yeah. You're spot on. A greenish hue.
I'm gonna drop my invisibility. And as I do, like, I'm just kind of standing there with the staff, and my eyes are like completely like white, like because I'm like still looking through Pepper's eyes and everything. But I'm like kind of my body is kind of facing in the direction of where Pepper is, and I'm just like, there was something else over there, but I think they teleported out of here or something, because there's conjuration over there.
About how far away is Rilo pointing?
About 45 feet out.
Divine sense.
Can I
Detect
run
good
to?
and evil, please.
Oh.
Celestial fiend, undead, 60 feet, not behind total cover.
They're not there anymore. But I'll say, because I think it's real fun, because we're talking about sense and shit. Celestial.
Oh.
So, for narrative's sake, then, I'm gonna say Zakria sees like the tail end of like the glow of a celestial being, but can't hone in on it before it disappears. Cool.
Yeah. I think that's fun. Rune, you want to do something?
I was kind of headed back to where I saw the cart get blown up because I didn't know what. I knew Zakria and Rilo were back toward camp, but actually no, I'm gonna keep heading that way because I want to assess like the damage of the cart.
There's nothing there to assess. It's
Just-
fucking gone.
Okay, then I'm definitely going to be trying to look for Rilo and Zakria to see if they are okay.
Sure. Everyone that was within that fireball is covered in soot and injured, but alive.
And I just like run up, like kind of panic, like, oh shit, are y'all alright? What's everyone okay?
Oh,
Anyone hurt?
I'll back into my eyes, look around. Oh, God. Hi. Yeah, it's just some fire. Fire doesn't hurt much.
Yeah, we're good over here. Azias, Azent, Sam, and Gus, are we okay?
I mean, I really don't understand what happened here. But I mean, I have all of my fingers and toes, so I'll take that, I guess.
As Zakria's asking this, she's walking over to Sator.
And I'm walking over to Azias now. Hey. You okay?
I don't know if I can answer that
Yeah, I got that.
question, but
Especially
but not
from-
like in the same way of.
Oh,
sorry.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm. That was fascinating.
You
But
knew who that
no,
was, didn't you?
no, actually.
Okay. All right.
But given your popularity, I am also not surprised.
I could have swore I heard you say not yet.
That's not what I was referring to.
Oh.
Not their identity.
Oh. Okay.
You ever have a spell in your back pocket that you don't know if you cast it, well, whatever happens next is worth it or not?
Yeah. I very much know that.
I'm here. Not enough.
I've been walking around with a spell scroll in my pack for weeks. Well, a week.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And they kind of like begin to like wipe like soot off of their face.
Hey, are you hurt?
Don't worry about me.
No, that's not what I asked.
I'll be okay. I can take care of it.
I know. I know. It's just what I do.
I know. There's kind of like that weak smile on their face.
Okay.
And you see in their eyes like a level of like recognition. But not an earned one, if that makes sense to you.
So, here's the deal. I don't want you to go anywhere. So, you keep what you need to keep. All right? And just be present. Okay? Be in the now. You can react to the now. You can live in the now. You can feel in the now. Just be here with us in the now. And all that stuff in the past or the future is not for us right now.
Thank you. That yeah, thank you. I will.
Okay.
I will.
And then when you can't, you let me know, okay?
Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
After everything that you've been through, after your trust in me was betrayed in this way, why do you continue?
I don't feel my trust was betrayed. I don't feel that at all. I sensed a good person. I sensed somebody that would have my back. I didn't. I don't feel like I would. No. Plus, you know, they say like lies of omission are not really lies and stuff or whatever. Or I don't know, or holding things back is still lying. I don't really subscribe to that shit. Sometimes we have to hold things back. Sometimes we have to keep stuff close to the chest to protect not only ourselves but the ones that we love. So, you know.
You are far more understanding than I anticipated. The question is if everyone agrees with you.
Oh, yeah.
And he kind of looks behind you. They
Yeah.
look behind you.
Good luck with that, okay? But I've got your back.
Speaking of that, what are the rest of you doing?
Zakria's checking on Satorish and kneels down, sort of prodding him. Hey, bud.
It hurts
That
a lot.
yet another new thing. What's going on with that one?
I don't know.
That's what I was worried about. All right.
That hurt a lot.
The bracers!
lot.
The bracers!
The bracers?
Something about the bracers is the what did hurt Satir.
We'll check
Do
those
we-
out in a second.
Do we?
Um,
Well, can I look Ghost point? If like, can you show us where they were? And I'll go check
Pepper's
those out.
still crouched and down by them.
Yeah, you check
Some-
that out.
Mhm.
Zakria's gonna lay on hands on Sator.
So you
Yeah.
can see her brassy copper scales and stuff.
I'll wait at her.
How many more are you missing, Chris?
29.
All right, cool. Recover that.
Yeah, his dermis is showing for sure.
Thermos.
That hurt more than any of the other ones.
What are you thinking?
It shouldn't have. I've taken a bolt from the heavens and not hurt this bad. I don't know.
Okay. That'll be
And-
something we can investigate. Rilo says something about the bracers.
Just when I think I'm getting used to this magic, something else throws a wrench in it.
It's kind of how magic works. Every time we think we understand it more, something new happens. It's the nature of discovery.
The unpredictability is its strength.
True.
Mm.
Let me help you out.
Azent's, does anyone need any assistance? Any healing?
No, but if you've got a vial, that would be helpful.
A full one or an empty one?
Empty.
I do. Kind of reaches into a side pocket on underneath their armor and hands you an empty vial.
Zakria is going to vial up any of the bloodstained sand.
Easy peasy.
So this will be useful if we get to scry later.
I'm
Certainly.
gonna go and look around for a little bit. Maybe if Pepper can follow me. I'm gonna follow these footprints a little.
Okay.
Yeah, Pepper will follow.
Make an investigation check.
Investigation or survival? Since I'm following footprints.
Sure. Yeah. Survival sounds good.
Okay.
Can Pepper assist?
Sure. Take advantage.
I like that. Let's see. Survival. So that would make it a 29.
A 20. Jesus Christ.
Plus 13, my friend.
Nate. Well, smoke them if you got them. So you're able to very clearly capture these sets of footprints. And initially, as you begin to sort of you see them begin to like spiral into like a circle. And then as they as they begin to travel south. And then after you count 5 circles, then they begin to zigzag about 5. And then circle and zigzag, and then circle and zigzag. And then how far do you go? That's the question.
Does it look
Because at this point, from your vantage point, because the good news is that the sand dunes and as these hills are not too high, so you begin to kind of see the pattern at about the 7th hill before it ends, the way that was just described.
So they were not following us, but they were purposely hiding their trail.
One other thing with that 29. This was super fresh. We're talking minutes.
Minutes fresh. I'll mark where I'm leaving the spot.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll head back and so I don't have to retrace my steps completely.
Sure.
And then I'll go back and this trail is really fresh and really taking extraordinary efforts to hide. Rilo, you said something about other people here. I wonder if we stumbled into a meeting.
I'm not sure. The first entity was Fiend. There was a number of entities, from my understanding, that were celestial in the end.
And smelled of garlic. Oh, but the Fiend smelled like lime.
Lime.
Like it's from K-Dub or something.
It's just you don't make loops upon loops upon loops unless you're trying to hide your trail.
And what do you make with garlic and lime?
Sofrito.
Oh, I'm not familiar with
Wow,
that.
Zakria, that was way fast.
Yeah.
Not an uncommon seasoning
Huh. Okay. I don't know.
among my
about
people,
that.
at least.
I could probably trek it further, but I don't know if you want me to go follow it deep or to leave it.
Do guacamole too.
What's guacamole?
Do you like
Yeah.
avocados?
I don't know what an avocado is.
What's an avocado? Same.
Fatty fruit. It's pretty good. I like it. I don't know if there's a lot of it's a hit or miss for a lot of people.
Fatty
Is it sweet?
fruit?
It can be sweet.
Huh?
It depends on the kind of avocado you get.
Oh my god, what is up with this stuff? I'm
If
fascinated.
we find one, we'll find a ripe one and I'll show you.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Hey, I hear you can char it and it changes the flavor a lot too.
Sure does. It's a good
What-
mayonnaise
what-
substitute.
Okay, what? Why have we never heard this before? I'm so confused.
I'm
Avocado,
so-
charred avocado, sweet, not sweet.
so
What kind of
hungry
fruit
right
is
now.
this?
I got into the braziers.
What about the Brazers?
Have I gotten to those?
No,
As this guacamole talk is going.
they are just sitting there.
Elise is done with our food talk.
I'm not gonna sit here and
you could have
judge.
taken a lap. You could have taken a
Alright,
lap
this is
around.
Duval and Dragons, okay? We talk
Oh,
about
yeah.
food
I
a
had-
lot.
I have
Goddamn
no
Got your
right,
bingo
dude.
boards,
I-
people.
I am sitting here with a demolished Chipotle bowl next to me, and it had guac on it. Who am I?
Who are you indeed? No, yeah.
Big
absolutely,
ZD
could've
waiting
grabbed
for
them.
me, so
Hey, yeah, you totally could have grabbed them by now, no doubt.
And I wouldn't have. I don't want to like. Do they look like they have like something has happened to them because of the stuff with the tour, or are they kind of like are they glowing, or do they seem like they're hot, or
It's a sort of a glint of a glow to them, but they seem to be in incredible shape.
I'm gonna take I'm just gonna take a piece of my tunic, probably like from the bottom, and just like or from the pants, and just like rip a little bit off, and just kind of like make like a cloth and just kind of pick them
Sure.
up.
Yeah,
Not trying to fully touch them because I don't know exactly what they are.
sure.
Oh,
I'll bring them back to the group.
Aziz, do you
Hmm?
can you identify?
Totally. Yeah.
Huh.
Hopefully it's there's like this like melancholy to them that is like unfamiliar. Hopefully they're just a regular old magical thing. And they'll kind of take them from you, Rune, if you give them to them.
I kind of hesitate for like 5 seconds, and then
They look at you and they just go, "I get it. I get it."
she is
Sensing that
It's-
something is weird, can Zakria roll an insight?
Totally.
She was napping.
Nap City.
the kids were playing. Mom was asleep. Fine.
Yep.
19.
19.
It's a good round.
Azias is incredibly uncomfortable. And is full of a very, considering the confidence that they've bestowed upon essentially everything that's happened so far, since they've joined you all, and anxiety and this loss of confidence and and the level of melancholiness. It's like the consistency of like someone's punched them in the gut.
And I'm just gonna hand over. I will hand over the braziers, but the expression does not change.
And I am standing next to Azias, like just you got this.
Like a bodyguard.
Yeah, just like you're good. You got this.
And they take the bracers and then begin to cast Identify. There's a flash of purple light, and you see like the reds and blues and purples begin to surround this entity and the bracers itself. Oh. Okay, so remember how I just said, just literally 3 seconds ago, that I was just hoping it was
Yeah.
an ordinary magical item?
Sure. It's definitely not, right?
No.
No.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, so hit me.
Okay. Well, these are called the Bracers of the Spellbreaker.
Oh. That's dope.
And I think, and their eyes look at Satir. I think I understand what happened.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Ew, what do you mean?
Build that
And why are you
So-
looking at me?
You know how you mentioned that you really hurt in with things that typically don't hurt you anymore?
Aye.
Oh, like
They negated it.
They negated the resistance and immunity. Whoa.
So, mechanically, while if you choose to, they require attunement. While wearing these braces, you have advantage on saving throws against spells and magical effects. In addition, damage from your spell attacks ignore your target's damage resistances.
Oh. And immunities?
And immunities.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. That's so awesome.
So the question is, why did this person just leave these for us? You all?
Yeah, why?
Us.
Sounds like a warning.
Is there any kind of... There's no curse or anything?
I don't know.
I believe he said something about the king says hello when you drop them.
Oh.
That's why it sounds like a warning.
Oh.
If they're just willy-nilly willing to give this to us, they have more like this
Maybe.
on their person, probably.
You think it was some kind of like it squad or something?
What is he doing?
If the king wanted us dead, we'd be dead.
What is he...
There's an
We just
ulterior motive.
Sam just goes, "You've been saying that for months."
There's an ulterior motive. That's why. He stands to gain something with us still being here and alive. We don't know what that is yet.
So if he gave us this, and gave me that scroll, what does he want? What does he want us to... What does he want us to kill?
Maybe we're on the right path in taking out these entities, these dragons, these persons that could potentially also be in their way.
Maybe.
We may be inadvertently doing their dirty work for them. There's no way of knowing. Though, I will say, this entity that claims to be the king has been pretty forthright so far.
Yeah.
They may not have answered every question, but they've answered a lot. We may be able to just ask.
True.
Sam's just like, "Ask what?"
What they want from us.
Whatever it is, I don't think it's good.
Azent just like arms folded, kind of like looks kind of lost in thought. She kind of scans everybody. What if they don't? What if it's an aspect of you not caring what you do? Because if you're not a threat, why eliminate you? Why utilize resources to do so?
Also fair.
I believe we're just a piece of the board. A plaything.
There's kind of a belly chuckle of, well, life was so much simpler 24 hours ago.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Not to give any weight to what Lee was telling us before he left, but didn't he say that we're
that the king, or the thing that took over the king, or they ate the king, or whatever the thing was, that they find us entertaining.
Oh, that actually adds up.
So he's just going with us, giving us things, and maybe with the hopes of taking them away in spectacular fashion.
I think it comes down to that he likes watching to see what we do at the end of a string.
Or just a toy.
And you play with us until it breaks.
That's interesting, though. This entity has not taken any. I shouldn't say any. They haven't taken a lot of direct action to, I guess, play. This, I imagine whatever happened in Okeechobee was entertaining enough for them to leave us alone for a good while. And now that we've left, we're no longer interesting.
Gus just says, because we're back on the board.
Aye.
We can't stand idle. We get no break. That's how we break. No, I always figured I was going to die on the job anyway, so that tracks.
That is not how I expected to die.
You're not dead.
No, I know.
Yeah, it's a figure of speech.
What?
I've not contemplated that part of their death.
I see. You know what? I think I'm beginning to understand why I don't understand what's happening. It's because I'm really hungry. Can we eat something?
Yeah, let's.
Try to.
Are we comfortable breaking for camp here, or do we want to sit outside of the blood?
Well, it's as long as no one wants to attack us. And Gus just goes, really? Why did you do that?
I worry that fresh blood might invite some creatures. We should probably move a little bit away.
I was thinking we should probably at least try to salvage anything that's left of the poor cart. Or any supplies and throw it in the keep. I know we have the new fancy.
We have the mansion.
Aye, the new mansion, but it doesn't store anything, right?
No,
that was
it doesn't,
part of it.
It doesn't store things, but it will feed us.
So anything that we need to store,
We need to go in the keep.
I'll open the keep. I will throw it in the keep. Do we have anything that was on the cart that we need to store before I open it up?
I don't know if there's much left.
I carried a lot.
Whatever was exposed on that cart is dust and burned and gone.
Then no, I think we're okay.
And also, in case you didn't realize, horses.
Oh,
I figured.
Well, we've got dinner. Waste not,
Roast.
want not.
Roast horse.
The mansion can feed us. We don't need to eat that.
Why not? It's food.
It's food, sure, but it's probably not going to be all that delicious.
Horse is not bad.
Well, seeing as
Okay.
how
yeah.
how that fireball literally probably charred those creatures beyond any kind of flavor, it might not be best suited to.
And it's probably it probably rolled into sand. A little gritty.
Yeah.
As a note, speaking of fire, besides Rilo, because I'm pretty sure you are proficient in Arcana, right?
Yep.
Besides Rilo, is anyone else proficient in Arcana?
Mm-mm.
Arcana, you say? I don't think I am.
No.
Okay. So, amazingly, small triple play happens. Some guys fly over to you, right? You know what's crazy?
Huh.
That was from a temperature perspective, that was no regular old fireball.
No. This was like a really, really high level spellcaster.
Yep. I don't know whether to be impressed or terrified.
Both.
You know what? Yes. See, this is why we're us. It's and like you all see, the rest of you see this, like essentially Spider-Man meme, like the fucking as Sam, Gus, and Rilo begin to like point at each other,
Finger gun each other.
And you can tell like Gus is like not into it whatsoever for sure.
He's still standing there with his arms crossed and stuff.
Yeah,
And
totally,
we're like,
absolutely. And you kind of hear the of the wind, and you just hear Azias go. I was actually about to say, what now? But Zakaria, I think there's a few things I need to catch you up on.
Would you like to chat in private, or do you?
No, we can do it right after we take a break. Bam!
Oh,
See
look
what I did
at
there?
that segue. Ooh,
Yeah,
you know
let's
what? You know
fucking
what?
go.
Jacob, you get my inspiration.
Wow.
Amazing! Incredible. I looked at it, I was like, oh my god, it's almost 10 o'clock.
Okay, but contingency. It's only for party NPCs, not for enemies.
That's valid. Totally. All my enemies. Ah, man. So, that was a fucking spicy first half. So, we'll be back in about 10ish or so with more shenaniganry as Azias has to talk to mom. Great! Can't wait. See you all very soon. Don't go nowhere. Get some water.
Bye.
So fun.
All the fun.
So, my dears, welcome back, everyone, to a very ridiculous episode of Duval Dragons, where previously
Did your mic go down?
Yeah, your mic is low.
Let me see.
That's better.
It didn't actually. I didn't do anything actually.
That's weird. Okay.
That was weird. I heard it too.
It's like we talked shit about it, and then it was like, oh, my mistake. I literally didn't do anything.
Good. It should be scared.
It should be scared.
Better listen.
Leave it to Zoom. Leave it to Zoom.
So, well, what we last left off, hanging out in the sand dunes of the Surioki Desert, our lovely peacekeepers were accosted by a mysterious voice that then lightninged and fired them a lot. And then especially after some lovely conversation with Satir Zakaria via Moonbeam and Slashy Slash, decided that they had enough information.
Yep.
And
Harry said hi.
Exit, for sure, as one does. And exited stage left, and our peacekeepers found a collection of other footprints on the sand, in total 5. But there was also the fact that this particular person also said that the king says hello in some way, and also left them with something, these glowing magical bracers of what did I hold on, I gotta pull up the name again because I named them and then I put it away. Bracers of the Spellbreaker. All while after the dust, so to speak, settled, Azias, because of the conversation that happened with Zakaria, realizing that in this pregnant pause of everyone trying to figure out what the next move is, it might be a good time. So, I'm not from here.
Okay.
And more specifically, not from this time.
And with that, Ryla's going to step up and just stand right, like, to the side behind Zeus, like, my chest, like, up, you know, just like...
Yeah. Sure. I was born, well, from your perspective, I suppose, a little over 12,000 years ago. I am not that old, but that is when I was born. My mother, whose name is Luca Ashtir, created these time keys. But she's from your future. So I've mentioned this to the others while you were asleep, but also mentioned that there was a lot to talk about once you arrived. For example, the reason why I found you all to begin with. And Zubi. And looks to you, Satir, and looks to you, Zakaria. Do you recall your first venture into the future? As short a time as it was.
It was a bit ago.
We didn't do
We
anything.
weren't there long, yeah. But we did ask enough questions, and we were spotted entering the vicinity and leaving the vicinity, and we managed to convince 2 persons by the entry point that we were okay, maybe? I can't recall with any certainty, but what I do remember is that that was a time where the peacekeepers just vanished.
Yes. I was there.
Oh, shit.
I was one of the 2 that you were talking to.
Oh, shit.
Does that click in Zakria's mind now that they put
From
the
a
pieces
look
together?
perspective, it doesn't click at all.
Mm-hmm.
And like as you're like searching, like in your mind, though I did not have this form at the time.
Hmm. Hmm.
I'm sure you have many questions. And as I promised Rilo, I thought we should do it, this conversation, over a drink. But that is, of course, up to you all. As also is what happens next.
I have 2 questions before we dive any deeper.
Sure.
Does your intent remain the same? And
Yes.
how much can we know without hurting what's to happen?
That depends on what you ask.
Then my first question is going to be something as simple as why?
Because you weren't supposed to be there.
No, that's not the question of why. Why can't we know things?
Because it is possible that if you do, it will corrupt the timeline. And if you corrupt the timeline, it's possible that you will create further corrupted timelines. However, your current involvement, as it stands currently right now, as much as it probably does not make sense, as you continue to dive deeper, currently is without issue. But as most of you witnessed with your silver dragon friend, there is corruption that exists without your involvement.
Is that why you keep it all flickered?
Yes. And it is likely, thanks to your new ownership of said time key, that you will discover others. Not specifically other people or entities, but other situations. Like, for example, and they sort of maneuver north and kind of utilize their body to point towards the northeast in the direction of Fiona's oasis. And then maneuvers to the southwest towards the woods of Chihak. Sometimes even as far as away as we are, I can feel them. These anomalies, these corruptions. And at the time, when you arrived in 1021, you were also a corruption. But based off of your own, I suppose, know-how or fear, you quickly corrected that for yourself.
Hey, so you're saying if we would have stayed, it would have made it worse?
Depending on what you did, yes.
Aye.
Point of clarification.
Sure.
Made what worse? What stands to befall the world, us? What stands to happen?
There's like a
timeline get
like at that question there is a like almost like a grunt, like as if someone is going to say something and then their mouth closes.
like catching their words before they say something. Okay. If you can't say you can't say, just say you can't say.
They just nod.
Got
it. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Gaspar would be so much better at this.
Do I recognize that name?
Actually, we would.
We would.
Yeah, we've heard that name before from the other.
The Milkier.
Yes.
Yeah. The Guru.
Okay.
And one more thing, not to sidestep the current discussion. Considering that this probably comes off as me being untruthful. If you feel like you can't trust me, I understand.
At that, Zakriya's gonna actually incite Rilo.
Oh, interesting. As you're continuing to be primped up a little bit.
Yeah.
19.
Oh, okay.
She's mostly just trying to assess how she, how Rilo feels about the situation.
Rilo's coming at this with he still believes that his assessment of Azias was correct. And he believes in Azias, or whatever his name is. There's definitely a hint of self-doubt, obviously, but he's very he's very protective right now, and what else am I trying to say here? He's
I'm guessing it's a guarded confidence.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Would you argue, Maddie, that there's like a strength to it?
Yeah.
Can I dig a little deeper with that and ask if the carefulness and the slight hesitancy that Zakria is sensing has anything to do with anything Bradshaw or Dante related? Considering Rilo put himself on those persons' individual sides, respectively, and was right about one, but not necessarily the other.
No. This is like a whole new ball game. With the others, you know, there was like a lot of there was a lot of I don't know, maybe there was more there's a lot more time involved in a lot of the others. There was a lot less actual time spent with Azias and all that. This is all still very new.
Very fresh.
But he's very, for some reason, he feels like he's very okay with the fact that we shouldn't know a bunch of shit. You know, like, there's going to be things that he can't talk about, and I feel very at peace with that.
Oh, it's so Rilo's been dealing with a lot of like time magic lately, so I guess that comes from Rilo's dealings with that kind of thing, where too much knowledge of the future or the past, honestly, could potentially hurt us way more than any of us know.
Yes. Sometimes knowing more is the most dangerous thing. Way more dangerous,
yeah. Got it.
And yeah, that's spot on right there. Yeah.
With that roll, by the way, just to give you some insight to a few others. Sam, like, nearly went to go, like, and join Rilo. And you can kind of see, like, Gus give him a look. And then he just sort of, like, freezes. And then Azent is studying Rilo like Rilo is a professor in front of a college English 101 class. Just studying with her eyes.
Okay. Should I roll separate insights to see what Rune and Satora are feeling, or can that...
I'll leave that up to them.
How are y'all feeling about the Azent situation?
Azias?
I roll for it? Azias, thank you. Should I roll for it, or are you hiding it? What's happening?
I'm gonna say hold on to the 19, and I'll let y'all decide if y'all want to hide via some deception checks or reveal what information you feel appropriate.
I think between everything that went on, Rune is like not hiding her like displeasure at the situation. I think just that small interaction between like Azias and the braids, just even handing over the braids, was like you could tell like there was some like shit in the game.
Yep.
And she has, like I said, she's very like it's almost like how she was when she kind of first met the Peacekeeper. She's kind of back to being very
interesting. Love that. Okay. Satir?
Hey, Satir is thinking more along the lines of his actions speak louder than the words.
Yeah.
But there's and Jess, you might get you'd get this, but the others may not get it unless they're really paying attention. He's hesitant. What for? You're not 100% sure. But there's a hesitant in the back. Maybe from something in his past, but there's a hesitance due to could be from the lying from D and from everything else, but there's a hesitance. But the actions so far are speaking loud. But from the front face, Sator is pretty stone faced at the moment.
All right.
Noticing how the party's feeling, Zakria's just gonna take whatever ration she has out of her pack and make a seat in the sand, like sort of try to change her body language to not seem so imposing or aggressive, and like sit.
Sure.
Like to
As
hopefully
soon-
change the way the room feels.
As soon as you see that, you see Azias' shoulders slack, like in the way that like people that are tense that don't know that they're tense have them up, and then like they're like, oh shit, like right this, 100%. Their body language just like shifts completely as you sit down. Well, before you get too comfortable, did you want me to bring out the mansion? We're not really, I think, committed to a design yet, but we could sort of set it up on the fly a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, we've got some vague ideas. We could just go with basic, chill, eat spot, and plenty of rooms for everyone.
Okay.
Well,
For now.
I was figuring we started the conversation out here. We can either end it in there or end it here, whatever.
It's up to you all. You're kind of in charge here.
Hey, just a thought when it comes to this. If we are talking out loud, anyone can hear us, right?
I look at Sam and Gus.
We have the rings now, don't we? They're in my inventory.
You do have them, yeah. And seeing that look, oh shit, why didn't we cast that earlier?
I don't know.
Sorry. And they sort of like their eyes sort of flash. This is clear. We're invisible people. Now
I just was wondering if we're in this newfangled thing, can people still hear us and still find us type thing, or are we safe?
if they well,
It's
if they-
safer, but there's always magic that can find a demiplane.
While all this conversation's happening, Zakria is going to distribute the rings.
what do they look like?
I mean, Rilo,
What's
Sam, and
this?
Gus made them. What do they look like?
All right, hold on.
Small triple play.
Okay. So, we're going to put some flavor on this. And So the rings are essentially like they're made up of overlapping wings. You've got two draconic wings and an angel wing, two draconic wings and an angel wing, all wrapped up, um, into a ring, all with a like a so it's like a mix of like a bronze and copper to kind of simulate the brown and orange of the craters.
That's adorable. I love that.
That's so cute.
Thank you. I'm a nerd.
All right.
Is this that you guys are talking about those rings to stop people from seeing us? Is that what
Yeah.
this is?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
No one can get into your mind unless you want them to.
A split second for him to put that ring on.
See, not all magic's bad.
I ain't never said that it's all bad. Just said I don't always like it.
Yeah, well.
By the way, it does require attunement.
Okay.
So we shall. The benefit of the mansion, though, is the fact that it can create a lot of food every day. A lot.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous, actually. Yeah.
Like Sator. Oh my gosh. You're in trouble, man. You're in trouble. So much food.
So, shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's move the conversation indoors.
And you see Azias sort of begin to maneuver their hands with like this confidence that seemingly was lost a moment ago, and then begins to draw with this pink energy on the end of their index finger a door on one of the sand dunes as it goes to glow and then flash. And on the door itself is a very familiar, just right in the middle, kind of glowing with pink arcane energy, a very familiar emblem. Like the one in the bottom right-hand corner of the overlay right now.
Nice touch.
Felt appropriate.
Yeah. Like it.
And they kind of grab a hold of the door, and you see kind of like flash white. After you all. Oh, wait, that probably seems. Sorry, that was an attempt to be polite. But
It's okay.
I
Lead the
recognize
way.
that's okay. And they walk in.
Rilo just follows.
Yeah, okay.
Before going in, Zakri's gonna quickly hack a leg off of one of the horses and go in.
Like a turkey leg, like
Oh yeah.
like at the fair. Amazing.
It's
Gross.
cooked.
Gross.
Yeah.
You gonna tear your booty hole
Fantastic.
up.
No notes. So,
Oh,
what you see immediately is a long hallway. There is this immediate, like, pungent smell of potpourri and cedar, like a small, like, sense of like strawberry and blueberry like scent on the air. And you don't see Azias immediately. or Rilo for that matter. But you do hear in Azias's voice. Oddly, though, over and over and over and over again, like a chorus, hundreds of Aziases that say, "Welcome home." And your vision flashes. And Rilo, you sort of get this right in front, right before everybody else. There's a beautiful teal carpet that your boots and shoes are standing on currently. A long hallway. Well, keep in mind it's still under construction.
Yeah.
And the door on the far right, the third door on the left, opens, and Azias walks out. And then the door across the hallway, Azias walks out. And then the one right in front of that, Azias walks out. And the one right in front of that, Azias walks out. Azias walks out over and over and over again. And then you see that this is just a long, teal carpeted hallway that smells of the strawberry and blueberry. And there is a smell of, at the end of these hundreds of doors, a hearth with a set of love seats and sectional sofas. This is as far as I've got so far. And then you just hear, "This is as far as we've got so far." Oh, that's going to be... Okay, this was probably not a good idea to make them all me. I didn't think far ahead enough, imagination-wise. I just thought it would be good to have someone familiar, but I didn't think hundreds of me familiar.
We'll
You're
workshop
overthinking
it.
this presentation.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah. It's all good.
And in a sequence that will be very familiar to Jaleesa and Maddie, you all get to choose a door, and as you open it, describe what's inside of it, because you get to create your own rooms. And as soon as you think it begins to, like a paintbrush on canvas, begin to dot into existence.
Huh. Oh boy. Yep.
Give me 1 second. I'm making the kitchen right now.
Uh-huh.
Did I just hear you say he's making the kitchen?
Yeah.
That's what I said. And like another one like appears behind you, like puts a hand on your shoulder, sits here. Another is like, yep, we're creating it right now. Don't you worry.
Huh.
It just sounds so weird. I'll just walk up to the door. Hey, you said any door?
As soon as you touch the door handle, it's like a golden rod, like in consistency, one of those like door knobs that sort of like old school, like turns. It's like a key like hole in it. As soon as your hand touches it, there's a flash of light, silvery light, and the name Satyr Thunderfinder appears on the door.
I guess this one's for me now.
If you would like it to be.
It has my name on it. I guess it makes me.
As soon as you take it off, the flash of your name disappears, and unless you choose it, or you can choose another door. I mean, they're all the same currently. They don't have to be the same. You can. Sorry, I'm doing the over.
Take your time.
And like you hear from the back, and you're not even actually me. That's so. Never mind.
Does anyone else get a headache when he does that?
No.
And you just hear a chorus of hundreds. Sorry.
A lot of twins.
Maybe we should just go to the hearth and have this discussion before we worry about the rooms.
And you hear hundreds of Azias. Sure, and then just everyone I've they're talking to me. It's fine. Come, everybody, come on over.
I think that's more important than getting a room figured out at the moment. Ow.
All right, Mr. Buzzkill. Let's do that.
Got it.
So you walk forward from what seems like forever. Like if you remember like playing Super Mario 64, like it's the like going up the stairs, like and it just continues to go and go and go, and like for a moment it feels like you're never going to get there. And as soon as there's that like hint of doubt, you arrive. And you hear the crackling of the fire. There's a warmth coming from it, and you see to your left as literally the kitchen is being made. Like you see three Aziases that are like with like a large paintbrush, and they're just like making these like these large granite gray countertops. It's like, okay, so you right there? Okay, great. And then they're just kind of less mumbling to themselves. And Azias Prime, I guess, perhaps, is seated and stands up and looking at the hearth, and then kind of spinning around to Three. Stop it. It turns to all of you. Work in progress, but so far so good. I'm thinking maybe a study over here, or like a war room, but not a war room, like a peace room, like a room with a large. It probably could just be a dining room.
We'll
Actually,
talk it out while we travel.
Sorry. Yep. Cool. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe
Sure.
you could call it a strategy room.
Strategy room sounds right. Okay. So have a seat. And you as you kind of plop down, depending on where you sit, a large coffee table just appears into existence and is covered with a collection of Colby Jack, Monterey Jack, cheddar, Swiss, as well as a collection of salami and essentially a really large charcuterie board.
I thought it was all gonna be just fucking cheese.
That'd have been amazing.
It's a cheese board.
A cheese
What
is.
else? Salami and turkey and
A cheese.
I would never pun like that. As you should know better. You should know
But
better.
Maddie and I would. So.
I'm actually taking your inspiration away. Anyway, so
I'll give him mine.
I'll take that away too. I that is well within my rights. No. And as well as like there's like a hint of honey on the air, as you see kind of a small jar of honey and an assortment of red and blue and purple jams, as well as large crackers. So, where shall we continue?
I think Rune's just gonna stand, like she's just gonna like find a corner and just stand, arms crossed, leaning against it.
There's like a level of recognition to your stance, and initially one of like anxiety, but then like a nod of understanding.
Do there happen to be any like, are there any beanbag chairs, or like fluffy ottomans or something like that?
Soon as Rilo begins to think it, what color are they?
Oh, they're all different colors. Like one's purple,
Assortment
one's
of
red,
rainbow
one's
colors.
Yeah.
As like around the outside of the coffee table, there's these like collection of like pops like popcorn as these beanbags begin to pop into existence.
As soon as I see a blue one, I'm gonna fly over and jump into it.
Right?
Yeah.
figuring out the magic, Zipria is going to manifest a nice, just gently cushioned mat right next to the hearth, close to the fire.
Okay.
She likes to sit on the floor.
Like is it like a tatami mat?
Yeah.
No, that's wait, is that the right word? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, wait, no, that's like sushi. What am I talking about? No, that's a roll. Anyway, it doesn't matter. All right.
You guys, how did you do that?
Just think it.
Is that it?
Mhm.
Is that easy?
That's it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You see him, he does the whole type of thought.
He farts.
It's like
He's
Tyler,
off into the
Tyler
moon.
Laboratory.
And you see these two pillars, little poles pop out, and a hammock shows up.
I was really
Yes.
hoping somebody was going to do that.
Nice.
Summertime vibes.
Those of you that are, if you're focused on Azias, their left hand is continuing this like pulse of arcane energy, like that just continues to just maneuver around and around and around their left hand.
A bit of a heavy question to re-jump this conversation.
Great place to start.
It's my current understanding that as the future stands, there is an entity, a Lavos, due to appear and end it all.
Yes.
The way I understand, our trajectory is still aligned with that. Is that what it is supposed to be? Or is that one of these anomalies?
Or corruptions.
Unfortunately, that is exactly what it's supposed to be.
That tracks.
If I remember right, one of the is it Melchior? One of the gurus.
Oh, you've met Melchior.
Yeah.
That's he's great.
Yeah. He spoke in circles. And one of the things that I remember him saying is that he thought we could stop it.
That sounds about right.
Does he tell lots of people that? Do you know? Let's start there.
They kind of look like searching for an answer for a second. I don't think so. And then like finding like a level of conviction looks you in the eye, Satir. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was Seawall.
Seawall.
You all. Y'all, as they say in K-Dub.
Follow-up question.
Equally as deep and strong and whatever the word you just said
Probably.
earlier. Great. Kind of takes a cracker and adds a piece of salami and Colby Jack and
Oh yeah,
honey.
Zippria's just digging in. So, is fucking with that going to be worse than it just letting it happen? Or
Well,
do
if
you
you're
know what is to happen if we decide we don't want to let the Lavos thing happen? If it's good or bad, like if you can't give us
well, it's objectively bad, because Lavos represents the end of everything. It's not called the Eater of Worlds for nothing.
I have a different question, and I
Have I answered the first one? I don't know.
Not really.
And I don't mean to poke and prod. That you're certainly we're here.
No, it goes back to just the last statement about you all.
Uh-huh.
We've had people come and go. And there could be more that come and go between now and when this thing goes off. How do we know who all is part of y'all that you say?
Well,
Because Rune wasn't part of the group when we originally got that list. Or and I would hate for our friend here to not be part of the. Because if she's not part of y'all, then she should go be with her wife.
that's fair.
Or if Lorilo is not part of this thing, he should go with his family. Who is supposed to be there and who is not?
There's a saying I once heard. Knowledge is sometimes the bane of what is known, and who knows it.
Which means I have a continuous question here about,
My mom used to say that all the time.
or is it more like the word peacekeeper is the thread that we wrap ropes around to make it stronger to the end? Or a braid?
That's what's ironic about the term adventurer. Typically, at least in my experience, many times adventurers find themselves overwhelmed and then with knowledge and with danger. And then weirdly miracles. Sometimes. And honestly, you've already done that for sure. Considering what you've accomplished in Okeechobee together. So, I suppose, really, it's with the information that you know, the choice is to do nothing or to do something. Whether that means certain doom or not, I suppose, is really what's up in the air.
Not to belittle your confession here, Azias, but kind of leaves us in the same place we were in before. But I don't think this changes anything.
Except for one fact that you don't know. Looks to user create. You mentioned Lavos is coming. Lavos isn't coming. Lavos is here.
Right, doesn't he?
Lavos has been here for a very, very long time.
Isn't he like supposed to be awoken or something like that? Like he was.
Oh,
here?
so that's something that you do know.
I think. I don't remember. But that sounds right. I think.
He's right behind Satira's shoulder. No.
I think Thyrea said something about it.
There is a like Azias got like shot in the chest. There's a very big visceral reaction to that name. Thyreus?
Yeah.
You know Thyreus? He's here?
Well, yeah.
He was.
I took him down.
You took. So Thyreus is dead.
No, he's
No,
not dead,
Okay.
but like we had a mock combat because like, you know, he wanted to prove that we were ready for Lavos, which that's really thinking a lot of himself that he can like, you know, stand in for Lavos and shit. But yeah, he pitted us up against him, and while he was able to nerf just about everyone on the field, I kicked his ass.
He spent his whole time in the fucking air. Coward.
Don't know many that could predict you, rather, Rumble Belly. Having said that, did you speak of his origin?
I recall it being time related.
Yeah.
He did say something about being from a different time as well. And
Yeah.
he took a friend of ours with him.
Yeah, he took our friend who was from the future, back to the future.
We were acquainted for a time.
Inside check.
I'll join you on that one.
Right?
Acquainted. What the fuck does that mean?
You know what that means.
There are my bad rolls. Okay. I know nothing. I got a 10.
22.
22?
Uh-huh.
I'm at a 22 as well.
Twinsies. Mom and Dad coming in strong.
There is like a Azias is kind of in a state of like anxiety already, as you already know, as you attempt to have this conversation, massaging the language however you want to. It's on the like name Thyreus that there is a familiarity that Azias is trying and failing to suppress.
Hmm.
So likely, acquaintanceship is very vague to whatever the truth is.
Is it?
Which is also weird because, as you know, Thyreus is a fucking dragon.
Is it acquainted uncomfy? Like, is there fear? Or is it acquainted uncomfy? There is loathing in Las Vegas.
Neither. It's one of respect.
Hmm. Like,
Student, or is it like, does it go off the like teacher
like
student?
Zakria's original relationship with her king, I'm feeling. There's there's a little bit of like reverence.
Not teacher student, but maybe one of mentorship is what you read with a 22.
Mentorship.
Mentor. Okay.
Yeah, I've been waiting for you to say the word Thyreus for so long. Anyway,
We've been told to keep that name on the down low.
it's true.
I wonder who said that to us.
Me and also me and also me and also me and also
Shock
me.
face.
But like 400 me's.
But this
Oh,
is
it's
Rilo
Azias.
with an 8 wisdom.
Yeah, that's
so,
why I've been waiting. Anyway.
Plus, any chance I get to brag about it, I'm down.
Yep. What is your passive insight, Rilo?
My passive insight is
Mhm.
14.
Speaking of respect, that is a wave that you get off of Azias towards you in the mention of Thyreus' defeat.
Huh. I'm just gonna smile.
Oh, that reminds me. I forgot. And they like slam their hand into the coffee table, and a bunch of tankards that look kind of like this appear, and there is a collection and sudden smell of a collection of beer and wine and mead on the coffee table.
Ooh. I like mead. It's sweet.
I forgot to mention we were supposed to be drinking during this.
Right on.
So where did you last see Thyreus?
Oh, it was just like a few days before. I think a few days before I met you. Went to a ball.
Holding a ball, yeah.
And
so that's really interesting. Because that is something that I did not know about. And by that, I mean, I did not know that he was here in this time.
Oh, he's not anymore.
Sure. Otherwise, I would have been able to find him.
Oh.
Because I have been looking for him for a long time.
Oh.
Is there a way for people to mask themselves or mask an event from the corruption thing?
Probably. If one really wanted to, with enough powerful magic, anything's possible.
Because I'm just thinking that if somebody wanted to make something really bad to happen, that would do it.
As you're having this thought out loud, there's a loud boom from the hallway behind you, and Sam flies out of her room. Yo, our rooms are so dope, amazing. They're so cool. Oh, I'm interrupting. Okay, door slams close.
Zakria's gonna call to the door. I thought you were hungry.
Oh no!
Okay.
The door opens. I'm eating in here.
Okay. Well, we have.
We could come. We got distracted with creating our room.
I understand. It's exciting. You want to come sit with us and learn about stuff here, or do you want to finish making?
And you hear it from the room. No, you got distracted creating our room. Well, no, it's really like let's go listen. Or why don't you create the room and I'll listen? Sure, that sounds good. And you'll just give me all the details and stuff like that? Sure. And Gus flies back in.
See, Gus, there are bean bags.
I really like bean bags.
Right?
Okay, so where were we? End of the entirety of existence. Thyreus is somewhere in time.
Yeah, he wanted to summon Lavos.
Oh, okay. Okay. So wants to summon the end of. Okay.
Early.
Yeah.
Okay.
Point of clarification: wanted to summon Lavos so we can destroy Lavos.
Yeah.
That's a.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a very important part of his
Oh,
plan.
that is a fine point that I did not mention, and yeah, but that's why we had the mock battle, was so that he
to see if you were ready. Sure.
He could
Okay.
somehow prove to us that because we didn't feel we were ready for that kind of thing, and so he pitted us in combat, and we we came out victorious. In
I
that.
see. Yeah, makes sense.
No.
Yeah, considering what I've seen, I'm not surprised. Though he is, well, I suppose I have not had the pleasure. So, player. Anyway, so
but yeah, he took Wur to the future to prepare, I think, or something. I forget. Why did he go back? Or why did he go forward? With Wur?
Was it to help with her light in the tunnel and thing?
Something, maybe. I thought we were supposed to hear back from them by now.
when were you supposed to hear back from them?
I don't know. It's been a while.
That might be something worth looking into, but
Yeah, I'm worried about Wur.
one of many crises, I suppose. Okay, any other questions? I'm not trying to speed things along. I'm just, I want to help.
Is there any things that I know you said that when we went through the time thing, we caused a ripple, right? Or some sort of hiccup.
Yes.
Does everyone cause ripples when they go through?
Yes. Yes, they do. But typically, if it's to help, most of the time, like preventing some sort of catastrophe, that's okay. It's typically when you utilize it for your own good that things become a bit complicated. I recognize that's very vague, but I don't want to
No, that's fair.
create unconscious bias, I think is as far as what you decide to do next.
If I may, Azias.
Oh, that reminds me. I should probably tell you my actual name.
Will that change things before you say that?
No.
Okay.
However you would like to be called.
My mother was, for lack of a better term, very on the nose. My name is Fate.
Whoa.
Do you prefer Fate or Azias?
Considering Azias represents my dishonesty, I think Fate will be fine. And as that just goes, and it would be nice to avoid some confusion moving forward.
Ah, yes. Okay, Fate. May I ask what then the point of all of this is? Why?
That I
Us not.
definitely cannot answer.
Okay, so there is a reason for us knowing now, and we cannot know. You don't have to answer this. You don't have to answer anything, of course. However,
I'm sorry
have
if
to ask it.
whatever that's worth.
Let's not worry about apologies. They won't do anything. Are we expected, now that we have this knowledge, to get into correcting timelines?
Expectations wise, no. But I'll simply say that you already are.
I'm just saying, Timekeeper just sounds like a watch company. Peacekeeper doesn't. I've already made the emblems. We're not revising them.
That's fair.
How's your sibling?
What do you mean?
When we went there, it was my understanding that the person we met was with their sibling. At least that's how it was perceived. Why only you?
Because it's a good cover. But kind of, sort of like everybody here, they're also me. I suppose this is probably a good opportunity to say my mother didn't exactly procreate me.
She like
Adopting?
created you in a lab kind of thing? Like,
I'm not sure how to explain this exactly. But we are, I suppose, a artificial intelligence supercomputer. Though I recognize that those words probably mean absolutely nothing. But that is how you would describe me, I suppose.
so you're like a construct.
Yes. With the ability to compute knowledge about from a construct perspective, if I do the quick math, 1.74 quadrillion times. And you see them like as they're sitting down, they like put their hands like on their knees and they just kind of like exhale loudly.
I have no idea what any of that means. It sounds fancy, whatever it is.
That is certainly a word for it.
But yeah,
Part of the reason why I'm able to have this conversation with you and also create the kitchen and what was the word you used? Not the peace room, the
Strategy room.
strategy room. See, I am slightly distracted, certainly. But perhaps this is a lot for you to think about, and you should get some rest.
you told us once that you don't have a key anymore. Does that mean you're stuck here?
Or does that mean that you know who does have keys?
I have a hunch. I thought Bradshaw had my key, but it was not mine. My concern is I don't know whose that initially belonged to.
How many keys
So-
are there?
Five. I told my... That is a crisis for another time.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, perhaps you would like to discuss this amongst yourselves? And don't worry, I won't listen in.
Any point in discussing it privately? You've offered a lot of additional insight to a lot of our previous problems. Why lose a mind about it?
Right? Nothing go anywhere. We're supposed to be hanging out drinking.
Well, in that case, let me get into something a bit more comfortable. Everyone? Sure. A chorus of sure. And there's a flash of yellow light. Boom, 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 boom. As the form of Azias that you knew disappears and is replaced with this glowing purple, like gossamer-like figure with a kind of like two long glowing braids on either side to the back, glowing yellow eyes, and the consistency of just beautiful starlight.
Oh.
And the starlight continues to like almost like you're looking at a like a globe of instead of a globe of the world, it's like this globe of just starlight and purple and blue and kind of like magenta gossamer.
Huh.
I have missed this. Well,
Maybe handed with you as he is.
okay.
There is wary trust here. You've been
I
right. You've been a great deal of help. We appreciate the knowledge that you can bring here. But we have been burned twice now.
And if you wish me to leave, I will. And this mansion is still yours, should you like it.
That doesn't feel fair.
You're not going anywhere. I mean, until you have to.
Okay.
I'm not here to make an idle threat. I'm not here to tell you, oh, if you fuck with us, you're gone, we're killing you, any of that. But what I am going to tell you is that if this trust stands to be broken for whatever reason, I will not stop whatever comes. But I will take no part in it.
I understand.
Whoever makes the decision to do whatever it is they want to do about however they feel about it being, about trust being broken, is theirs to do with. I'm sure you understand the repercussions.
More than you know.
When we were out in the desert, you made a comment about something that I have a very big question about that we never had a chance to go follow up with. Fiona's. Is that one of the anomalies that you bring up?
Hers is a fate that is yet undetermined.
Hmm.
So there's a chance.
She's not alone in that either.
Hmm. And if I asked you how to fix it, could you guide, or would you have to be silent?
I don't know if guide's quite the word, but more of, I suppose, allowance. I'm unsure,
Hmm.
but I believe that you can, if you choose to, can help and fix many things that others in your world don't see and cannot be enabled by. That's part of the reason that perhaps you can see, or you could see the gates without a gate key. That's what's interesting. I've never encountered anyone that can do that but you all. I don't know why that is. But let us just enjoy the day for now. There's plenty of, spare the irony, time for further discussion. And I think we're going to leave it there for now, with the exception of one thing. Rilo Rumblebelly.
Uh-oh.
Eventually, when you retire for the night, typically dreamless sleep, with the exception of perhaps this night. an ancient voice beckons to you across time and space. You mean to wield both of my staffs? Well, I suppose you need a little help from me. And that is where we're going to pick up in 2 weeks.
Hot.
So, it's a little late. So thank you, my wonderful, amazing players. And thank you, folks, wherever you're from or watching from, whether it's live here or on YouTube later. It is always very, very fucking appreciated. Lots to unpack next time. There's never been more of like a world lore bomb than tonight. So I am really fucking emotional about it. In a good way. So thanks again for being here. Lots of Chrono Trigger and even Chrono Cross references today. So we'll be back in 2 weeks. But before that, and as I always like to say, in the meanwhile, in between while, you should follow these wonderful people and what they're up to between now and then. So, but what is that, fam? Starting with Chris.
Me? Well, geez, golly gee whiz. I do a little bit of stuff up here in the Montana area. If you want to know what that all is, go over to badlandsdnd.com and you get all the information that you want there. You know, I don't do a whole lot of other things online besides this wonderful game with these beautiful people. So you can see the link tree that I'll post unless we get the hot thing working from...
Why did it work? I know I put it in there, damn it.
Anyway, I'll put the link tree in here in a minute and we can have that going. But other than that, come over to badlandsdnd.com and you can find out more there for what we do during the time. And then other than that, I'll kick it over to Jess. What are you doing?
Oh, hi. Guys, gals, non-binary pals, and buttholes, it's me. I'm Jess. I'm Freckle Sketches Everywhere. I'm your cartographer. I play Zakria. I play Articia. I was formerly Wesley. I was formerly Wire. It's been a blast. It's been a delightful time. I am your resident fantasy cartographer. I am the official cartographer of Duval Dragons, Ampistrano, and Utharian Legends. I'm also a lore keeper. I do that. I write extensive fucking notes, you guys. I fill a whole fucking notebook.
That's
I filled several fucking notebooks. But no, Duval Dragons has filled its first notebook. I move on to our lovely, delicious.
Where can you find that?
On nerdware.com.
What?
It's one of the nerds wear. It's also the nerds use. You can get Zakria's fancy dice. You can get GM Duval King Jacobs.
Oh, Zakria's dice are sold out, but
probably because they're running fucking.
They're rigged.
We have a couple sets of Duval dice left. We have a set of Rilo dice left. We have some other dice left. We have a dice closeout sale right now.
Oh yeah!
Get dice.
Get the shipping off, and we throw in a mystery set. So buy some dice now.
Ooh.
Hurry!
Ooh. But by the way, though, this notebook, you guys, it's fucking quality. I love notebooks.
It is quality.
Aren't they butter soft?
They're butter soft.
They're really cool.
They texture so good in my hands. I love them. As a person who does not like lots of textures, this is good texture.
Yeah.
The paper is silky smooth. My pens feel good writing in it. I'll probably be doodling in here. Y'all don't fucking know. It's my notebook. Anyways.
Yeah.
And the pages are perforated perfectly if you want to tear them out cleanly.
It's so good. It's a very good notebook. I could not endorse it enough as somebody who really cares about their stationary tools. That said, fantasy cartographer, the map on this wonderful overlay that Maddie's built.
Goddamn right.
I did it. The emblem in the bottom corner. I did that too. Haha, dope. I'll probably color it eventually. Maybe not. Who knows?
Please, so I can get a tattoo of it.
God, that's intimidating, Jacob. Anyways,
And it needs to go on a shirt, obviously, and a notebook. You know,
I will do my best to color it. I'm not very good.
Spoilers.
At
it literally doesn't matter if it's all pink. I'm still gonna get a tattoo of it.
Bet. Anyway,
challenge accepted is what I just heard. Yeah.
I do maps. If you want maps, I do maps. You can hire me for lore caping. You can maybe eventually watch me on Twitch again. I'm so fucking busy, you guys. It's great.
It's great.
I'm gonna throw it over to Jay. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What am I doing? Well, I sometimes play this game on Sundays, and then I hop over to another game on Sundays that Maddie runs called Dragonlance, Dragons of Rebirth.
Oh my god,
it's really cool. And then I also am on the USS Solidarity, where I play the counselor Tila Net, who's going through a lot of emotional stuff right now. It's a lot of some healing got to go on. It really do, and that's on Tuesday. So come get healed on Tuesday. And then I also do Ticker Talks. I'm getting back into that. And I got some other stuff. Life is happening, and I'm doing stuff. But in that time, I'm gonna throw it to Maddie. What you doing?
Hey, what's up? Thank you, Jaleesa. I'm Maddie, aka So Many Games. I use he, him pronouns. I'm the dumbass whose name's on the channel, and I've run some games, I play some games, I even watch some games. You know.
You have time for that?
No. But you know, it is what it is. We have content. We have like 5 days a week basically of content here on this channel.
7 days.
So, you know, come check it out. We've got a lot going on here. This week is our Mad for D&D week. We have tomorrow is Dr. Where the Fuck with the Testament of Stephen here. Tuesday is our Apocalypse game where I play Garen. Wednesday is Dragonlance Legacy of Chaos where I play with Chaos. And Thursday is some Call Like a Thursday because that's what you do on Thursdays is Call Like a Thursday. Otherwise it wouldn't be Thursday. It would be something else. Yeah, that's the ticket. But I'm not in that. I don't do that. You know, I did that a couple times, and I'm good. I'm good with the spooky stuff. I prefer spoopy over spooky. You know, yeah, generally. But yeah, I'm a graphic artist. I do a lot of stuff. You can check out my portfolio at somanygames.com.
Hire him.
You can hire me direct to Ko-fi or just go to my to my portfolio, and then right now the cool thing is what I've set up is I've done over the years I've done custom merch for people.
Yes.
And so what I've done is I've done a whole page of ideas and stuff. And that's at somanygames.com/gift. And you can check that out. It's all sorts of custom merch that you can order for a special someone or someones in your life. If you'd like to get them a very special gift with personal touch that they will cherish forever, you know, because the holidays are coming up. And, you know, like 8 days of gifts and stuff, man. You know, you got to prepare for that. So there's all that. Plus, So Nerdwear, it's what the nerds wear. Today is the final day. We have just a few hours left of our hoodie sale.
I gotta do that. Shit.
So that is, it ends at midnight. I have no control over that whatsoever. Midnight Pacific, that is.
Thank fucking God.
So, but that's buy one, get one 40% off. All hoodies, that's pullovers, that's zips. All right. You can mix and match. You can get 4 and have 2 of them for 40% off. You know, you can just buy a bunch. Also the dice closeout sale. I'm just like trying to clear out the dice, man. So we're gonna, if you buy 3 sets, you get a mystery set for free. We're gonna take $3 off to cover the shipping. And I think no, fuck it. If you buy the 3 sets of dice in the next 3 hours before midnight, I will throw in 2 mystery sets of dice.
Look
okay?
at you.
So
That's such what a
hit it,
sweet
don't
boy.
quit it. There's only a few sets left on the shop, so buy them up, please. Get rid of them, because that's not what I do. I don't do dice and stuff. I'm not tabletop loot. All right,
Plug.
tabletop loot for every table. So many games, sponsored by Tabletop Loot. Go down to tabletoploot.com right now and get yourself some more dice after you buy my rest of my dice. Clear out my dice and then go to Tabletop Loot and buy all their dice. You
He
know.
said it.
So that's how we roll. But speaking of how we roll, Jake, what are you up to?
What a segue! Actually, a particularly chill week coming up, and by chill, I mean I'm not going to be streaming. Except for no, that's not true. On Tuesday, I'll be streaming Sea of Stars, wonderful, incredible actually RPG. So some video game streaming 8 p.m. Eastern time over on the Amphitheater, the Twitch channel that I co-founded. Which you can also go watch Arcade University on our YouTube channel, which you should totally fucking do. You're late. Hurry up. Late for class. And this week would have been Mr. Falsetta and Outcast in that class, but I'm going to San Francisco for a big bad con, and I'm gonna hug like a lot of people. It's gonna be but with consent and with masks and stuff, because we're taking care of each other and shit like that. So that's gonna be really cool. I'm doing a bunch of panels, so stay tuned for the schedule. You can go to bigbad.com. Bigbad.con. Con.com to check that out. Doing like 5 panels or whatever. It's gonna be a busy fucking weekend. So that'll be really cool. And then we'll be back next week, or the following week, I should say, with this wonderful show. But lastly, but not leastly, I would like to share with you the greatest thing that I've ever said on the internet. That then Maddie added some seasoning to and made it even better. And then there's shirts and hoodies about.
And there's an updated one right now.
I seen it. It's cool. That's why I was like, no, I want this yesterday.
Yeah.
Anyway, it is the fact that,
Thanks,
my
Spook.
friends, Black Lives Matter. Stop AAPI hate. Stand up to Jewish hate. Trans rights is motherfucking human rights. If you don't have a uterus, you don't get to tell me what uterus is. What to do with theirs? None of your goddamn business. Speaking of goddamn business, read a motherfucking book. Climate change is real. And what am I missing? And if you have the opportunity to, well, choose love. Or in the case of you can't, kindness, because as Will Wheaton would say, don't be a dick.
That's right.
With that,
It's simple.
who are we rating, Maddie?
We are rating Happy Jack's RPG.
Damn, you are ready. Holy fucking
So-
shit. Let's go.
We're gonna bounce out of here, and till then, love yourself as much as I love you. All right?
Yeah, you, even you. Yes, you.
Yeah, you.
Especially you.
Yeah, you heard me. Good night.